was a cat here.
You don't even have a cat.
It's like we have stray cats.
But it's not inside. How would it get its fur?
This is an outdoor chair. Testing. 1, 2, testing.
This is the one time we don't have our water bottles.
1, 2, testing testicles. I have my water bottle over there.
I have my water bottle there, but it's not my hydro flask.
It's not. So does that mean we're just drinking Starbucks?
Sound like the fucking fish from SpongeBob.
Do you know where the bus is coming?
Thank you.
Welcome back to the Royally Bitten Pod. My name is Dominic.
I'm Matthew.
And today we're going to be talking about summertime.
Summertime to chill.
I appreciate this season. It's nice. It's got its pros and cons. Some people like winter more because of cold. I don't know. Hold on. Give me a second.
I'm not the biggest fan of summertime, if I'm being quite honest. It's only as of late have I become one. Literally this year. Literally this month. Because it's kind of nice already. And I'm like, you know what? I'm waking up and I'm like, I have a pep in my step and I want to do things. Because I have the ability and the freedom to do that. Mm-hmm. And the warm weather not being obliteratingly hot is definitely in my favor. In terms of doing things. Because if it was too hot, if it was too humid, if it was too insufferable, it's like, why would I leave? If I wanted to be here, I'd be in Arizona. I don't want to be in Arizona. Hi, Lauren. But
with like summer, because it's so hot outside, a lot of the places that I end up being in are very, very cold because they turn the AC up to like polar bear temperatures, and I call that white people cold, because
YPC?
Huh?
YPC?
Why people cold?
WPC.
No, it's white people cold, but basically it's just like it's so freaking hot outside. They just like need to Arctic blast themselves, and I'm just like, I don't understand why it needs to be this cold in here. So then I end up wearing sweaters in the middle of the summer.
I feel the colder a person's house is in the summer tells you a lot about their financial status. They're cranking that AC and spending that money on the hottest days just to let everyone who walks in that bitch know we've got money to burn. Hence, the parkas at the front door you have to put on before you enter our living quarters.
I feel like it also just has to do with the fact that, like, you know, geographically, you have a lot more white people in those colder areas. So, like, don't you think that, like, maybe
like Eastern Europe?
Yeah, don't you think maybe genetically, like, they're just like, oh, cold is more comfortable and natural versus,
I do prefer the cold over the hot because I feel like you could always put more on. Yeah. And if you're hot, you could take things off. But
you can't take off your skin.
You could. I don't advise it. But, yeah, you see what I mean? Mm-hmm. Are you a confident person who's full of themselves and you absolutely love summer and wintertime? Or are you an unstable, insecure person that says they prefer spring and fall because it's a split of the two? It's like, no, be decisive. Pick one.
Wow. I didn't know you felt so strongly on the seasons of people.
It's true.
Oh my God.
Live your life like a scrapbook that you're filling.
It's like, he's like, oh, spring
in the
and fall.
summertime,
it's like, oh, so
do fun things in the heat. Have water balloon fights. Push your friend into a pool. Like, ride a donkey. But, like, enjoy it. Enjoy it. And then, like, when it comes to the autumn time, you know, throw some chunky boots on. Get some cinnamon lattes. Get an infinity scarf. You know, rob a... no. But I was going to say rob that sounds wrong. Rob a gentrifier.
Canceled.
And then the other seasons, you know, they have things to do too. Spring is the perfect time to travel somewhere where it's not spring so you can avoid the cicadas and the spiders that come up from hell.
I love cicadas so much.
He's eaten so many over the past 3 years.
Please come back. I miss you. Like, they're such weird little dumb creatures. They're literally the dodo birds of insects, and it's just so great because I'm just like, you have this body that you just don't know how to freaking move properly. You're just so awkward. Your existence is just so awkward, and then boom, you fell on your back and you're laying on your wings and you can't figure out how to get up, and now you're gonna die there.
I have never
Mullet.
disrespected someone from their appearance. That's a lie. But when it comes to a mullet, I just can't. I get business in the front, party in the back. You know what that's like? That's jock strap. That's the jock strap of your head.
Who does a lot of cocaine in the bathroom? Ketamine.
For horses. I realized I've liked antiquing. It's fun.
I love antiquing.
It's so much fun, and they have so many stores on that street alone.
Especially when you go to like the really rural areas, you're just like, hell yes.
And then you find
jackpot
some Civil War memorabilia, and remember what side our city was in, and then you decide to have a bonfire. Joke. We don't burn history like that, except Nazis. We always punch a Nazi if you come across it.
What are some of your favorite summer activities or hobbies?
It sounds cliche, but I do enjoy a nice cold drink. It doesn't need to be alcoholic, but a nice cool drink, preferably fruity.
I had no idea.
Sipping on that in the shade, but in the nice warmth of the day, near the pool, at the beach, near some friends, some good music playing. You know me. If I have my friends and I have some music and I have a nice drink, I'm going to have the best time.
Just a good vibe.
Yeah, I like a good vibe. And I like to have good vibes with my friends with nice drinks in the heat, dancing.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have thighs, apparently.
Thick thighs, man. Thick thighs. You know that song?
So what are some things you like to do in the summertime?
Just being. I like yoga. Boom. Sorry. Yes. Yoga outside is my favorite part. One of my favorite parts of summer is because doing yoga in the winter is, it's cool, but like it's so much nicer to be outside in nature.
Yeah.
With the sun doing it, because you feel like really connected to everything versus just like shoved into a room. I will say though, it depends on the type of or the time of summer, because at certain points in the summer it gets so unbearably buggy that I'm just like being bit the fuck up and covered in sweat, and it's just like, this is not as fun as it was before, because now I have all these bug bites. And
yeah, you were saying that and I was thinking to myself, wow, what if we just drove out to Shenandoah early one morning to do yoga at sunrise among the mountains? That
sounds really awesome.
The thing is, we'd have to get up early.
Yeah, that's the hardest part.
For whomst?
For meest. That's literally my thing. I want to be. I'm a night owl with an aspiration to be a morning person so badly. And
what keeps you from not being the owl of night?
It's the night, and I think it's also just like,
is there something physical or is it mental?
It's both. It's just like relaxing at the end of the day, versus just like that's when I have like in my mind been like, this is my me time, because when I wake up I'm just like, it's a bunch of negativity that I have to dispel and then bring the positivity into my life, and then I feel like all the positive energy is like at the very end of the day, and then it just is completely gone by the morning after I wake up, because I'm just like the night before I'm like, yeah, hell yeah, I'm gonna get up early, I'm gonna work out, or I'm gonna meditate, and I'm gonna do some stretching, and then I'm gonna go eat breakfast, and then my alarm goes off and I'm like half dreaming, half awake, and I'm like having an anxiety dream, but like I still sit there and like want to like stay in my dreams, and then I click snooze, and then I do that for like 3 or 4 times, and then before I know it, I have to get up and go to work, and I'm just like, holy shit, and then I just start like booking it.
Move, bitch!
and throwing everything on and then eating my breakfast in the car on the way to work.
Question: the hurried feeling you feel when that is the situation, it sucks, right? Do you hate that sensation?
I don't hate the hurried.
Feeling?
I don't hate the hurried feeling. I just hate how I feel when I wake up.
Okay, so you're
in my mind, even though I've gained the knowledge before to be like, hey, well, if you just like get up and try to move, or whatever.
Yeah.
I keep telling myself like, no, why would you get up? Like you
you
have a couple more minutes that you could be sleeping right now. So just do that because this is what you're enjoying. So just keep doing this.
It sounds like your focus is more on the escape than the progression. Can I say something like non-judgmental?
Yeah.
I think it is also a way to stunt your growth because it's very easy to fall back into habits and traits like that because you're comfortable because you've made it work. But it's worked this far. But if you want to go further, you kind of have to like shed.
Yeah, I know.
Away.
I'm aware. That's why like it's like like. My manager asked me to come in early a couple times, and I'm like, okay, I have to get up and I have to come in early, so I'm coming in early now, and then I'm just like getting more work done like that, and I'm just like, if I could get myself to get up at like 6 and then do all of the stuff that I normally do when I get home, then by the time I get home, I don't need to do those things, and I could actually truly relax instead of pushing everything off to the last minute and being like, okay, shit, I'm running out of time. I need to get everything done that I haven't done today. And then by the time I'm done with everything, it's like 10 o'clock. And I'm like, okay, well, I didn't get to enjoy any of my day. So then I end up staying late and then doing whatever I want. And then it's just a vicious cycle that keeps repeating.
Interesting. For me, I'm the complete opposite. What you're saying, the things you're saying, the opposite you'd rather not do. That's how I do things. So that's how I've gotten to where I am because I've gotten comfortable in the same way you are with yours. With the opposite for me. It's like, yeah, I'd rather just get up and get myself done, give myself a few extra minutes, because it's going to save me a lot of grief during the day.
That's a healthy mindset.
Is that?
It is a healthy mindset.
No, because I get very stuck in repetitive, what do you call them? Schedules or whatever. And because
but that's having a routine. That's important. Yeah. A routine is important.
But no, it's when the routine changes outside of my control that I don't know how to react. That I don't know how to proceed. That's why I will literally be like, what? Or I'll snap at people that I'm close to, like you or Zach. If you guys change on me suddenly a plan, I'm like, wait, I wasn't prepared for this type thing. That it's like, you know what you're going to do every time.
Yeah.
And so the one time I change, you're like, hey guys, let's go to karaoke. I'm like, mind you, I would love to go to karaoke. Yeah. It's not the issue. But something like that, it's like throwing a curveball, like, whoa.
What the fuck?
It's the spontaneity. Who is she? We don't know her.
But yeah, I don't really know how that equated to summer.
I was just about to too. I'm like, where did we?
It was a very nice therapy session, though. So thank you.
So it's the second time I've done that.
You're just like,
what do you think this era of summer is? Summer 2023. What do you think this era is? I would really like for us all to go back to 2019 summer, hot girl summer era. However,
you were into that?
I was always into that.
For what?
That was my hot girl summer.
That's
when I was throwing up Megan, City Girls, Nicki. Like,
it was the music for you.
It was the music.
Okay.
Yeah. So when it comes to summertime, I view defining it to be something that everyone should be doing more often. Because it kind of gets you, in my opinion, it kind of gets you jazzed for, your upcoming season. And if you want to do fun things, you have the ability to do fun things, live a life worth telling. So I'm like, okay, 2019 was hot girl summer. 2020 was lockdown summer. But I think it was also the summer of like people taking local trips. Like the car trips you take to the local beaches. It was the
summer of masks and lawn chairs. That's what 2020
inflatable
was.
Pools.
And White Claws in the front yard.
No, really, it was White Claws summer. Okay, so 2020 was the summer of masks and White Claw summer. 2021, I don't remember as much what happened that summer.
Blur. Just like what
basically
happened. I don't.
But no, 2023, I want it to be like hot girl summer, but I want it like to be soft hot girl summer. Like, yes, stay hot because everyone's hot, but like like let's tone it down a little bit. Like let's still keep up the sexiness and fun.
I want it to be
but like,
sliving.
What?
I want it to be sliving. Like
Early
Paris.
2000s.
I want it's because Y2K and all that stuff has been like coming back like into fashion and stuff a little bit, but I feel like just live your best Barbie girl life.
So summer 2023 is early 2000s sliving aesthetic.
Like we're just like
juicy print.
You're just being hot by the pool.
Juicy print bathing suit.
Yes, exactly.
I don't think I do shrooms in the mountains.
Hell yes.
No, because aside from like really real mountain creatures like bobcats and whatnot, if we find like hill people and we're tripping balls, that's not how I want to go out. I'm not afraid of going out. I'm afraid of how I'm going to go out. There's a difference. It's like I don't mind dying. I just don't want to be murdered viciously and then eaten and then used for some incestuous ritual.
Well, it depends. Are you in the woods with a tent? Or are you in the woods with a cabin and the doors are locked?
They're so cute. Like people can break into a locked cabin.
Okay. And you're still in a house, so...
Would you rather die
so the house protects
outside
you
outside or in a house? Okay,
I don't know. I'm just saying I'd rather just... I think you'd be fine. You'd be fine.
You think it?
You'd be fine.
You really think it?
And I feel like, you know...
Thoughts and prayers to your thoughts.
The mushrooms would give you like super spiritual powers, and you'd just be able to like control everything with
it's
your
true.
mind.
I did see into the web of reality when we did shrooms. Whoa. That's how I describe it to Zach.
Did you make an energy ball?
No.
Have you ever made an energy ball? I made an energy.
I've only done it the one time with you guys, which we need to do again. We keep saying it.
I made an energy ball. So in meditation too, I did like a sound bath on Friday, and I could feel like a energy ball in my hand. But like basically,
I gotta go back.
It's really good. So I was going like this when I was on my trip, and I could feel this ball like in my hands. And then like when I was meditating and I put my hands out here, it's like I could feel the energy coming out of my fingertips.
Do the hands again. Rainbow. SpongeBob.
Imagination.
But it's like the fact that the U.S. creates more than enough food to feed every single person, yet we discard so much of it because of capitalism is in and itself a inhumane thing.
Yeah, it's called being human.
Literally,
it's a very flawed part of our existence.
I watched a video of like a Starbucks employee that showed the amount of food he has to throw away out at the end of each day, and you know they have to pour bleach on it in the trash cans to prevent the homeless people from rooting through it and getting it.
For why though?
Exactly.
Why are we out here just like and we gotta make sure that you don't touch it. You shouldn't be touching this.
I'm genuinely curious, and this is why I think Reddit is a good thing, even though I've never been on it. Is because I feel like that'd be a good medium for former food employees to talk about the policies they had for food discardment. Mm-hmm. Because how many food places that you frequent do the same shit, and how much of an immoral policy for that to be. It's bad enough you're throwing it out after like 2 days, but you're going to like then prevent other people who are willing to eat it. You know what I mean?
Yes. It's like you're making sure that person dies.
Yeah. But then we fall into the whole
because
category.
What, they didn't pay for the food that you were throwing out anyways?
Exactly.
You were throwing it out anyway. Like you didn't. No one wants it. No, but you have to pay to eat. Have you ever tried any unique or?
Wait, no. My turn to ask you that question.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Do you have any summertime favorite recipes or things to consume during the summertime? I also enjoy a good pina colada. I didn't say that, but I meant to.
Ooh, hell yeah. A good vegan.
A vegan from
vegan. A good vegan. A good virgin pina colada. That was the first time I ever had a pina colada, was a virgin pina colada. And
it's amazing.
Because my mom was like, we were at the Holiday Inn in Ocean City, and she was like, can you go order me a virgin pina colada? I was like literally like 12. Mm-hmm. I don't know. And I like walk up and I was like, can I get a non-virgin pina colada? And she goes, you mean a virgin pina colada, honey? And I'm like, oh yeah, 2 of them. The shit was so good.
Right. It's all good. Sweet and it's delicious.
So
that will always be my go-to summer drink when we go to a tropical place. it will always be that to start. If we're outside by the pool or the beach, that's what I'm getting every time.
Yeah.
Maybe then I'll move on when it gets darker. Maybe then I'll move on to something harder. But like even at Mexico, every time I order something at the bar or at the pool bar, I'd be like, "Pina colada, make it a double." I like because they cheaped out on the drinks, the alcohol portion, but it was so good. They were so good. Oh my god. But yeah, it's my favorite fruity drink.
Well, so yeah, pina coladas for sure. Watermelon, big old watermelon. Those there's so much of that though. By the end of the summer, it's absolutely ridiculous.
What is?
How you feel about condiments?
I only like the skin textured ones.
You only like the skin textured ones.
Yeah.
I said condiments.
Fucking slut. Condiments. I love well, I have a selection. Like every other part of my being, I have a very defined selection of what I do and do not enjoy. So mustard, yes. Ketchup, yes. Mayonnaise, yes.
Okay.
But when it comes to mustard, only yellow mustard. I don't like Dijon.
You don't like Dijon?
No, my parents are like, "Who is this man in my house?"
You don't like Dijonais?
No. Esquire, the third.
Is that why you don't like her? Because
She
boom,
ruined
she's named
it.
after a mustard you don't like.
She ruined
second,
it.
She's a terrible best friend.
Her sister Paprika was the wait, no, that's Blue Clues.
Yeah, I was like, damn. I was like, what?
No, what were her siblings' names? They were also condiments.
Dijon.
Dijonais.
Honey mustard.
Sugar Mama, you need to get rid of that little Dijon girl. She ain't your friend. I'm telling you, Sugar Mama. Did you ever watch the reboot?
Yes, I did. It was I didn't watch all of it, but
Did you see the episode that was Sugar Mama's backstory with her father and brothers?
Mm-mm.
You've got to watch
Okay.
it. It literally tells you about her actual like life growing up,
Yeah.
and her relationship with her father and her side of the family. It's really fucking cute. I think it's a 2-parter.
Ooh,
Yeah,
I love that. We'll have to watch that.
but I loved it. It just
So, what are some condiments that are a no-go?
Horseradish. It's not that it's a no-go. It's just like I'm not gonna reach for it. If it's on something, it's on something. Oh, what do you call that? Old Bay is a definite yes. I
Hell
put that
yeah.
shit on everything.
I put that shit on everything,
I'll
and
put
that's
that
not
shit-
even.
We're not even Morelanders.
And that's not even Old Bay's slogan.
What
And
would
then-
be your ideal summertime aesthetic core? I feel like for you it'd be something Taylor Swift era.
Oh hell no, bro! Don't insult me like that.
You're like her folklore wood nymph.
Oh no.
Ooh, I wonder what kind of magical creature you'd be. No, what fae creature? I feel like you'd be a wood nymph. Maybe
Yeah.
it's also slightly racially toned, but
Is that a gay joke? I
I think it was genuinely. I think it was more of a colorism joke
Okay, so
because you kind of look like a tree.
it's racist. Oh,
Yeah.
thanks. Thank you. I actually like that wood nymph.
Yeah.
Mm.
What would I be?
Interesting things. Tinkerbell.
I mean, we can't use brand names, but
Sparkle Dong.
I want to say Schmuggly Dong.
Are there specific books, movies, or songs that remind you of summer? Stars are blind.
Yes. You can answer your own question.
Oh shit. Was that though?
The fuck? What's that? Oh, never mind. Okay, so
Every time.
no, you said songs, right?
Yeah, I said songs, books, or movies.
Wind Up, featuring Elephant Man, Cat DeLuna.
Broke Boy.
Anyways, Mr. Lemon.
Bitch.
Mr. Roll Down Windows. Anyway,
honestly, it's
he's
kind
like,
of,
you know what? I'm saving
honestly,
electricity
it's
on the
kind
battery.
of a perk. It's kind of a perk paying less because you have to pay less on the car because there's no security system. It's pretty nice. Anyways,
Do you just want to get robbed? He wants to get Grand Theft Auto'd. But no, definitely that song, because it's like, wind up. He's like, summertime. I'm like, it is.
Yes.
It is summertime.
Summertime.
This is the anthem.
Cry for You, September.
Yeah. No. I want to go on a cruise.
Missy Elliott. Anything Missy Elliott's like very summer to me. 1-2 Step.
Yeah, no.
Sierra.
I was thinking that one, not 1-2 Step.
Not 1-2 Step?
No.
What is that? Not summer?
Vacation by
The Go-Go
No.
Girls.
Oh shit, no, that is another one. Vacation by the Go-Go's, and then Vacation by I'm gonna put her name there.
Belle Biv DeVoe.
No, so first of all, the song I'm referring to, Vacation, not the Go-Go's, but the other one, was gonna be my song of the summer for summer 2020 through 2020.
Vacation!
When I was gonna go to Bali.
Wow.
That song was gonna be my song of the summer for 2020 when I was gonna go to Bali with Zach. But then obviously it didn't happen because of COVID.
Mm-hmm.
So now it's one of those songs like Perfume by Britney Spears that I just can't listen to again.
Is it because it's Perfume by Britney Spears? It was just not a good song.
No, I can't listen to the song again. I did like it for a minute, and then you don't remember that song?
I do, but something.
No, with my connotation with it.
No.
It was when we went to New York with Rachel.
I know.
It was playing a lot.
Another song.
It was playing a lot in my headphones.
Gotcha. So
like
you
on
had
the car ride
you had
up.
a lot of songs.
So that
you were
song
playing.
was playing literally for it's more prevalent in my memory of that trip. So I'm like, I remember leaving that not too happy that trip.
I remember listening to Shattered Glass on the way back.
You're so dramatic, Dominic. So literal, so Broadway.
I'm just like sitting here, just like super freaking dramatic in my headphones.
He's just sitting there, head on the window, going, "Let's go back to the beginning, back before we got on this fucking bus."
Like, where did it all go wrong?
Don't let memories ruin songs for you guys, because songs are good and they are magical spells. Sorts.
They are, so be careful with that too, because
don't listen to a lot of metal.
Bitch, shut the fuck up. Get out of here. Nobody asked you. Rock on, fam. Listen to all the metal or whatever you want, but just be careful that you're not listening to too many things that are going to ruin your self-image and bring you down as the divine being that you are. You know, just like love yourself. The fact that you even made it into existence, into a human body.
I'm so sorry about that, because this existence is torture.
It is, and it sucks, but there's also a lot of beauty, and you have the power to harness that. So Twink, who just bought my first pair of gay underwear, and I think that I'm an Andrew Christian model
for $60 minimum.
And then I'm gonna. It's crazy.
Someone said that Nasty Pig is Lululemon for gays.
Oh,
for gay bears.
Yeah, for gay bears, 100%.
I was like, wow.
This is just wear all the time.
I just remember that store and just being like, love this for like the people who it's for, but I was just like, it just kind of feels out of place. I feel out of place here.
Yeah, because
when we're there, I'm like, this is nice stuff. I just don't feel attracted to any of it, if that makes sense. So it's like, I don't really not attracted like sexually. I mean, like, I'm not drawn to any of it.
You weren't drawn to it because you were like, this doesn't represent me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm in the space because it's part of people who are part of my community, but not necessarily me.
And it was cool because it was like, wow, this is the first store
it's like
ever.
You go to a church that it's not your dominion. You're like, okay, we're like cousins, but not like, this is my bag.
Okay, work, cute. Like
they pass around the collection plate. Oh, word, thanks.
For real?
Thanks. What's up?
Oh, damn, was there a 5 in here? Let's see, shit.
The stars are blind.
No, definitely Stars Are Blind is like a very summer video.
I like to think the stars don't even have eyes, so their lack of vision is really an issue.
Well, that's because they are blind because they don't have eyes.
Is that why they're blind?
They're just blind.
Did anyone tweet that to Paris?
They just exist. There's no eyes. Paris, did you know they didn't have eyes?
So I think this is the summer for people to just enjoy themselves. We've been through a lot the past few years. The past few summers haven't been the best.
Piece of advice for y'all is keep up with a nice little. Start trying to think about what you're eating every day. Be aware of what you're putting in your body. It has made such a huge difference to me in the past week. Just everything that I'm eating and just being and actually seeing how it's affecting me and how I'm feeling afterwards. Mm-hmm. When I'm eating really healthy and I'm having salmon and kale and couscous and rice, and how healthy and full of energy I feel, and then just eating 6 Oreo cookies that night, and then the next day feeling how those Oreo cookies completely destroyed me. So first off, if you do have a body that can take all that shit, cherish it. You're probably 19.
Take some probiotic shots now.
Yes, just start building up the gut health that you need to right now. But once you're beyond that point, just be aware of what you're taking in and know that food is energy, and it's physical energy, it's spiritual energy, it's
and be
everything.
Kind to yourself.
Just be kind to
very
yourself.
Kind to yourself.
Yeah. Wow. So, but anyways, we love y'all.
And my advice, because we're not done yet.
Oh, you didn't.
You
didn't.
No, I just co-signed, but.
Oh.
I've been independent.
Oh, you co-signed.
Independent artist.
Yeah, co-signed it here. She literally, she's yeah, I just hopped on your little piece right there.
Mine would be to remember sunscreen. It is going to be a hot one out there.
Yeah, 100%.
And very bright, and I don't care what your pigment issue is. Put some damn sunscreen on. 30 SPF at least. You don't really need much more, but it's up to you. I'm not going to tell you how to live, except for this way and every other way I do. Tell you to live. And reapply every 2 hours. I think, and every hour, every 3 hours, every 2 hours if you're going to be in water. Because that one slab on in the morning is not going to protect you all day.
Damn,
especially if you're out in the sun
son.
all day. Yeah. Did you know that? Did you know that?
Are you no? I guess not. Clearly not.
Oh, okay.
It's almost like you're talking at me. I'm just wow. I was just thinking that earlier, and it's you're reading my mind, and it's kind of weird. Just thinking about sunscreen earlier.
Yeah. Thank you guys for coming. Thank you for joining us today. And thank you, as always, for your support, your love. Please follow, comment, like, support, share.
Subscribe.
Follow us on Instagrams. Not Twitter, though.
Yes.
You know why.
Yeah, we don't have that.
And we love you guys. Peace and love. And enjoy your summers, okay?
Love you.
We love you. Yeah.
Bye. You've really been, yeah.